We welcome you into WHCI as we get set for Titans baseball here in West Hartford, Connecticut. It's the CIC Class LL second round between the Hall Titans and the Staples Wreckers. Staples coming in off a 9-0 victory over Manchester and the Red Hawks in a shutout game that took place in Westport. Meanwhile, the Titans snuck one out yesterday. 4-2 your final score against Shelton. The Gales came all the way up from the southern part of Connecticut and picked up an L to these Titans. It should be a good one here. Both top 11 seeds. Hall coming in as the number 6 seed in Class LL. Meanwhile, the Wreckers are coming in as the 11th seed and travel all the way from Westport to be here today. It should be a good one. We have Kyle Sharkey on the hill today. A great righty who's coming off of a pretty good conference tournament. Of course, these guys ended up winning that one, the CCC champions. Meanwhile, Staples' first round exits in the FCIC Class Conference Tournament to New Canaan. These guys are coming off a win, though, so it will be interesting to see how both of these teams play. Hall winners 14 of their last 15. And these guys coming into it pretty hot. They'd like to keep that momentum going. I had a chance to talk to Nick Sanford pregame, and he said it's all about winning. Doesn't matter how. We just have to win. And win they will try. As we're about to get ready to get underway, it's the Wreckers taking on the Titans next. And just like that, we're back here on WHCI as we get set for the first pitch of the ball game. Kyle Sharkey back out there on the hill to start us off. The pitch. This is swung on, bounces off the hill, and we have our first hit of the ball game. Just like that, first pitch swinging for the Wreckers. It's the FCIC Player of the Year in Cicero. Starting them off. Oh, quickly, one pitch, one hit. Sharkey will check over at first. Cicero, one of the best players in the FCIC. He won Player of the Year in his conference and made all FCIC first team. And he's always a threat to steal. Sharkey checks over at first. The pitch. This is swung on, hit foul back behind the backstop. Wreckers coming into this one as an 11 seed in the Class LL tournament and a 9-0 win over the Manchester Red Hawks in round one. They are 2-3 in their last 5. One and one in postseason play, lost in the first round of their conference tournament and won in the first round of the state tournament as this is grounded to short. Throw to second for one, toss to first is not in time. So it'll be a fielder's choice as the pair for the twin killing doesn't work out.
Good yourself. Good luck today. Yeah, one out.
So still a runner on first, now one gone. Time to take a look at our keys to the game for the Titans. It'll be about trusting the form. They enter having won 14 of their last 15, and they're riding a 93-run differential over that stretch, a group that has already handled postseason pressure, winning their conference tournament, and continuing to play within that same identity. It'll be about clean defense, timely hitting, and steady execution. That's what's carried them this far. This is grounded to short. Step on the back for one, to toss to first is off. We're going to make him jump off target, and then it will try to tag, but it's safe. Another fielder's choice. back to the keys. It's about handling the unfamiliar. These two programs haven't met since 2022 and have only played twice since 2012, making this a rare postseason matchup. They haven't met in the postseason at all this century. This is the first time since 2000 these two will fight towards the end of the year. It'll be about quick adjustments at the plate and on the mound. No matter, both teams try to figure one another out. Finally, it's about being one step closer. Titans have already taken down Shelton in the opening round and continue to show balance on both sides, including a 116-run differential overall this season and a one-and-done postseason setting against a Records team that has won 9 of its last 12 road games. Limiting mistakes late could be the difference in advancing. So 2 gone, a runner on first. He'll check over. Nothing doing. Here's the pitch. That's outside. Sharkey, in his last pitching appearance, pitched 6 innings, only allowing 4 hits, 1 unearned run, and he allowed 2 walks while striking out 6. That was in round 1 of the conference tournament against Farmington.
2-1 here, guys. 2-1.
An 8-1 victory for the Titans. This is grounded but foul down that third base line.
2s here, guys. 2s.
Of course, these two teams haven't faced off that much at all in recent history, so I'm sure both teams have done their homework on each other, but this will be interesting to see how each team approaches. Another chopper, but foul again. So he's fighting off the Sharkster. Sanford got a good pitching performance from his starter Max Hanawalt yesterday. Nearly won a complete game. Got taken out in the 7th. And he only allowed 2 earned runs. Had a couple strikeouts. Not too many free passes either. It is a far cry from what he did his game before, though, with only 1 hit allowed, no earned runs, and a 7-0 complete game shutout he pitched against East Catholic. Titans have been pretty blessed with their pitching staff this season, with Davidson and Hanawalt being 2 of the top-tier arms. Sharkey among those names for sure. He's been very reliable on this hill. Swan on to Gertner. Toss to first, over to Panarella. He's in time. Gets him for the out by a half step, so they're able to get out of it and leave a runner stranded. No runs, no errors. We move to the home half for the first.
Thank you. How you doing? Kevin. Good luck today.
Back here on WHCI as we get set for the home half of the first. Bruce Schlegelmilk, the pitcher on the hill for this game, or the Staples Wreckers. Only Josh Gertner at the plate to greet him as he swings and hits one right towards us. Flies over our heads. And we don't have TrackMan or Hawkeye, but if I had to guess, that was probably 70, 80 miles per hour off the bat. That was a heater. Swing and a miss. But he gets Gertner going down quickly for the first out. Well, I just know that our camera guys here are happy that Gertner didn't swing and that ball was hit lower. Would have scoped our camera right in the lens. I'm sure our camera guys are happy about that. Here's the pitch. Swung on, hit deep into left field. This going back at the track. It's going to hit off the wall, and Nyman's going to park into second with a double. Jeff Nyman keeps his bat hot. Had a home run yesterday, today a double to lead it off. The Nye guy keeps swinging. Home run and a double yesterday in a multi-hit ball game. Starts his afternoon off with a double here. And it steps in Max Hannawalt. Looks at a strike there. 0-1. Well, listen, this Titans team, it feels different. I mean, I've had the pleasure of covering them all season long, all the home games, a couple away games, and man, I mean, this team feels different. I'm watching them in the postseason, and they are a different breed. I mean, I noticed it at first in that game against East Catholic when I thought that was going to be a close game, and the Titans completely wiped them off their windshield. And then they came in and faced off against Southington, one of the best teams in the conference, one of the best teams in the state. And down 7-0, these kids, they didn't lose their groove. They came right back, dropped 8 unanswered on them. Says swung on, that's going to get by the infield. Nyman's going to make his way to third. Nick Sanford puts up the brakes. For Jeff Nyman, it's a single for Hannawalt. Good piece of hit in there.
One out.
I'm telling you, this team just feels different. And since they've won the conference championship, it felt different. After the game, it felt different. It felt like they were celebrating. But, I mean, talking to those guys post-game, it was, job's not finished. Kobe Bryant, Job's not finished, and they knew it. This is only a little hors d'oeuvre of what they're really going for, and it's that state title. And yesterday they were down early and they came back. I mean, these guys are the comeback kings. But they just feel like a different breed lately. This is one of the bats that's helped him, Quinn O'Neill. He steps in. He's a senior, one of the captains of this squad. O'Neill, one of the best hitters in the conference. Looks at a strike there. O'Neill has a great eye, able to draw deep counts just like anybody on this Titans team.
1-1.
Will step off. The pitch. In there for a strike.
1-2 here, guys. 1-2.
Don't be shocked to see Max Hannawalt break for second here. These Titans are aggressive. They have been all season long. He takes a little bit of a lead. He goes. This is swung on, hit towards us.
Need baseballs, guys.
And
Need baseballs.
foul.
Need baseballs. 1-2 here, guys. 1-2.
That went out of play. I'll have to bring my glove. Been saying that all season. You know, actually, I don't need a glove. I'll do it barehanded.
Sure.
My director, David, though, he might need a glove. You step off the hill. David's a big baseball fan these past couple of years. He really is. But he's newer to the sport. So he definitely would agree with me if I told him he'd need a glove.
Ball, that's out.
Just a beautiful day for baseball here in West Hartford as well. Lou Gehrig Day in the MLB today, every June 2nd since 2021. MLB celebrates Lou Gehrig Day to bring more awareness to ALS as Hanawalt goes. This is a hit and run scenario. The toss to second, not in time. The toss to first is in time. And the second baseman is furious. On the hit and run, they will pick up a run. And quickly, a lead has been taken. Out comes the head coach for Staples. The second baseman is super furious. Cicero
He's right on top of it.
had argued that it wasn't safe.
I only need 2.
And you know, the tensions are high. In a postseason game, it's a single elimination. You lose, you go home. So everybody's got to be careful. You don't want to get thrown out. Oh, in steps in our next hitter for the Titans, and Tommy Hussey. Hussey's also had one of the more on-fire bats as of late. Had a pretty good week last week. Really a good week and a half. He had one of the bigger hits against Southington. Ended up advancing O'Neill to third, which ended up being the go-ahead and winning run. He also had a big Mayor's Cup, took home Mayor's Cup MVP and a 6 RBI day. Hussey struggled at the beginning of this season, but lately he's picked it back up. Looks like the player we remember from last year who was an all-conference player in the CCC. Fouls this one off. And, you know, he would agree. I talked with him, and he says, I think it's time to officially say my bat's back. It took him until the end of the Southington game to tell me that. I'd have been asking him all conference long, is the bat back? Is the bat back? Is it safe to say it? And he finally said yes. This is
Need
flown.
Baseballs. Need baseballs.
And it'll wind up towards the football field.
Two strikes here, man. 2 strikes. Look.
Runner on second. The pitch. This is swung on a little bit early. It'll go foul. So Hanawalt in scoring position with 2 guns and an 0-2 count to Tommy Hussey. There's the pitch.
Strike 3.
Called strike 3. He gets him looking on the backwards K for the strikeout. But not before the Titans strike for 1. An early lead through 1 inning played. 1-0 your score.
Thank you. Two more.
Well, back here on West Hartford Community Interactive as we get ready for the start of the second. Kyle Sharkey back out there for his second inning of work. And the righty will look to shut down the Wreckers. Says swung on and missed. I heard a little bit of a foul tip, but maybe he grazed the bat just a little bit. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. 0-2. Nolan Walters, the batter, the freshman. The pitch. This is swung on, softly hit. Be foul. So he stays alive there. 0-2 still the count.
Two strikes here, man. Two strikes.
Sharkey sets. Now the stretch. Pitch.
Ball that's in.
It's a ball there. 1-2. Well, the Sharkster, as they call him, or at least as I call him, is a right-handed thrower. He's good at pitching to contact. He's a ground ball pitcher, and which is good in this scenario. Swung on and hit foul out of play.
1-2 here, guys. 1-2.
He's a good pitch to contact pitcher. He's also good at getting strikeouts too, but more notably known for his pitching to contact. And specifically weak contact that finds its way towards the hot corner or even towards short. Lays off there for a ball. Shark is blessed with a great defense behind him too. The Titans have been nearly perfect all season long on the defensive end. You don't see this team make too many errors. I don't say you see them make any. You do see them make errors as Sharkey gets a strikeout there for the first out. This team really good about being calm, cool, and collected. Bruce Schlegelmich, the batter. Low for a ball.
I'm good, James. I'm good.
I guess this is a good time as any to look at the defense behind Sharkey. In left field, it's Tommy Hussey. In center field, it'll be Jeff Nyman. And in right field, it'll be Lou Sauer. In the infield, from third to first, it'll be Quinn O'Neill. And then Josh Gertner over on the left side of the infield. On the right side of the infield, it's the power duo of Max Hanawalt and Matt Panarella, the two M's. Behind the plate, calling balls and strikes, Jamie Alerte, the junior catcher. And that is the defense behind Sharkey for the Titans today. Here's the pitch. Swung on, hit softly to Max Hanawalt, who will catch it here on a line out. Quickly, two are gone here. Well, I think the toughest part about facing the Hall Titans has got to be their pitching. They don't really have a lot of weak pitchers. It's really been a big point in their success this season. They have Davidson and Hanawalt as a nice 1-2 punch, and then they have reliable arms like Kyle Sharkey and Alex Rebors, as well as Matt Lebrec. And Rebors and Lebrec have been known to come in out of the bullpen, but also to be starters sometimes. They're flexible like that. Swung on, ripped into the outfield. Sauer's going to field it. It'll be a single there for the Wreckers. Comes off the bat of the captain, Mark Kelly. Or I should say, the captain, Connor Brill. This is Chase Landgraf, the freshman now at the plate. He hits this one into right field. On the run is Sauer. That's going to get down. They're going to head the runner to third. They're going to send him home. Waving him home is the third base coach. The throw to the plate is off target. So that's going to be a first run of the ball game for the Wreckers. From first to home on that one, Brill able to score to give them the first run. Well, we heard this might be a bloodbath today, and it early on is tied. This is grounded but foul. Wreckers dugout loving it. Loud cheers. Probably the loudest cheers I've personally heard all season long out of an away dugout at this ballpark. Wreckers have definitely brought the energy, and it's fitting their name. Jack Jacob, the batter here. Jacob, a senior. He's got a go-ahead run 90 feet away. In the dirt, gets away from Alerte. He's there. And they won't threaten. Sharkey approaching 30 pitches tossed. We saw Hanawalt kind of get into some pitch count trouble early on, but he was able to settle down in the middle innings. We might see the same today. That one's low in the dirt. Sharkey, the 2-2. This is lined right into the glove of Gertner. He just saved a run. What a play from Josh Gertner to get out of the inning. He saves a run from going across, but the Wreckers do bring in another. 1-1, your score through 1.5. back here in West Hartford, Connecticut. Is Kyle Sharkey, the batter. He looks out a strike. That one is outside. Well, the Titans conceded a run. Made it a tie ball game. That was in the last half inning. This one on fouled away.
1-2 here, guys. 1-2.
So 1-2 the count. Swung on, grounded to third. Third baseman has some trouble with it. That's going to be an infield single, maybe an error. No chance to grab the speedy Sharkster anyway. Third baseman Mark Kelly. Well, that'll bring up Matt Panarella. So they will call it an error, so Sharkey will not have a single. It'll be the first error of the ball game for the Wreckers. Here's the pitch. In there for a called strike. Panarella, a veteran player on this team, one of the more disciplined infielders. Throw to first. Nothing doing. Panarella, a great defender. Probably his best quality if I could chirp in on that, but maybe in his opinion it might be his hitting. He's a solid hitter. And hits for contact. He's got a little bit of pop on his bat too. I would say Panarella is a borderline hit machine. He has a chance to prove it here. Don't be afraid to see Sharkey go for a steal here. Swing and a miss, a big cut from Panarella. And that's impressive. He got him to chase. It's not something you see Matt do a lot. This is a guy who has a very good eye for the ball. He doesn't chase a lot of pitches. Sharkey goes. The pitch, a ball. The toss to second is not in time.
2-2. 2-2.
So the speedy Sharkster is now in scoring position with nobody gone. Well, you know how these Titans work by now, folks. The Hall parents and the Hall fans know. You live and you die by the base paths. That's the motto there. To our newer fans, that's what you're going to see. You're going to expect that today. As a swing and a miss at a drop third strike. Throw to first is in time for the out. Sharkey does advance on the play. So Panarella does strike out, but it's a great strikeout as he's able to move Sharkey up another 90 feet. And now the go-ahead run is just another 90 feet away. In steps in another speed threat in Luce Sauer. He's a great contact hitter. One of the solid righties on their team. Here's the pitch. That's in there for a strike. So the Wreckers, they're trying to contain this threat that the Titans are pushing. Staples did a great job at containing their opponent yesterday in Manchester, a 9-0 victory for them. A bunt that goes way out of play. That was a fine bunt right there. The launch angle, again, we don't have Hawkeye or TrackMan, but that launch angle, it went right up, straight up. So 0-2 count with one gone and one on. Here's the pitch. That's upstairs.
1-2 here, guys. 1-2. Time.
Both teams battling here. Bottom of the second. One on, one out. Swung on, lifted, foul. Oh, what a catch. Able to get it on the dive. Throw home is not in time, so Sharkey tags up, but what a play from Landgraf in right field. That was unbelievable.
Two outs.
So in steps in Jamie Alerte. Ooh, that one inside almost gets him. Doesn't it always seem like Alerte is the one to get hit on this team? That one is up and away. I feel bad for Jamie. You know, he always seems to be the guy that gets hit with the baseball. And it never seems to be intentional, obviously. But he's like a ball magnet. Just the baseball finds him. We've got sirens here in West Hartford. Good to see West Hartford PD cheering on the home team. You know, they ought to. Nick Sanford, the head coach of the Titans, part of West Hartford's finest. The WHPD.
Strike.
In there for a strike.
31, guys. 31. Full.
And 3-2 count now. Here's the pitch.
Ball four.
Ball four. He'll take his base. He's able to draw the walk. So that'll bring up the top of the order in Josh Gertner. Gertner had a pretty good conference tournament, was hitting 6 for 11. Had a stolen base as well. Gertner's great at getting contact on the ball.
Time.
He is known to be an extra base hit hitter.
Time.
He could
Time is
stretch
up.
a single
Time
into
is
a
up.
double with ease.
There you go. Four.
He checks over at first. The pitch.
Strike.
In there for a strike. Alerte leading off first. Puts his arm out as if he's going to reach back. Now he plants his foot. Pitcher steps off. Pitcher eyes over at Alerte. He takes his lead, now the throw. Not in time. He slides back just in time. Schlegelmilch eyes him down. Alerte takes a couple steps. Now he goes. The bunt popped up. Is out of play. So Alerte will retreat back.
Two strikes here, guys. Two strikes.
So we'll do it again.
0-2. I can't hear you. Sorry.
Gerdner trying to find a way to advance the runner. Pitcher sets the pitch. In there, a called third strike. So he gets him looking. They leave a runner stranded, but not before the Titans pick up the lead again. 2-1 your score. We've played two. We head to the third.
Do you have any more? I don't have any. Like I'm down to 0. Do you have any more? Yeah, please, 2. Yes.
Back here on WHCI as we get set for the start of the third. Kyle Sharkey back out there for the Titans. As a ball finds its way into the dirt, 1-0. A 1-0 count early on. Titans with a 2-1 lead. The pitch doesn't find the strike zone. It's a little high. 2-0. Swung on and lined right to Hannawall. So that'll be out number 1. So Cicero lines out, and now will be the right fielder in Landgraf. This is Cole Landgraf, the junior. Swings and misses at a pitch, 0-1. Sharkey sets. And the 0-1. Swung on, lifted sky high. Panarella and Alerte on the run. Panarella waves everybody off. He catches it for the second out. Quickly 2 gone here. Titans looking for a 1-2-3 inning.
You're welcome.
And in steps in the senior captain, Vincent Vega. Vega, right-handed hitter. The pitch finds its way low for a ball. 1-0. Well, this is shades of yesterday's game written all over it. A close one in the early going. This is how it was yesterday against Shelton. And now the righty sets the pitch. Swung on, lifted high, and heading towards out of play. Finds its way into the grass. So a little oppo action. Hits it over towards us. This sun is brutal for the fans out here. It's tough to see the ball when it goes towards the sky. Bring your gloves when you come to Hall, folks. That one low, bounces and hits off of Alerte's chest plate.
2-1 here, 2-1.
Well, that'll be a ball. So here's the 2-1.
Ball, that's out.
Ooh, very close there. Alerte with good framing, but he couldn't get the call, make it 3-1. The 3-1. Upstairs, ball 4. So Vega draws a walk. There are 2 outs here. Well, now in steps in the senior captain and the third baseman, Mark Kelly. Kelly thought about going there. It's a strike anyway. 0-1. Sharkey the pitch. This is grounded to Gertner. The toss to second for the force will be in time. So they get a fielder's choice. They get out of it without allowing a run. No hits, no runs, no errors. 2-1, your score. Back here on WHCI as Jeff Nyman steps in. Nyman doubled in his last at-bat. He's had sort of a hot bat in the past 48 hours. He had a home run and a double yesterday. He's got a double today. That one goes sailing over the catcher's head. It'll be a ball. Nyman, a lefty, and he's a junior as well. He's been the starting center fielder for the Titans all season long.
Strike.
Looks at a strike there. Nyman has already got a couple long balls at home this season. He's got that lefty pop in his bat. And he's hit one on both sides of the field. He had an Oppo Taco last night for dinner, and earlier in the season he hit one way into right field. Went sailing into the junior varsity field. Swings and rips this one into the outfield. That's going to be down. Nyman will park the brakes at first, and now he's halfway to the cycle. So a double and a single. Just a triple and a homer away. We're only in the third. So in steps in another junior and Max Hanawalt. Hanawalt, a righty hitter. Nearly pitched a complete game yesterday. He had a complete game against East Catholic in the CCC semifinals. Nyman always a threat to steal, too. Pitcher checks over. At first, Nyman leads off a throw. Nothing doing. Well, Max, a junior, he'll be a senior next season with the Titans. His brother Chase and I had a great conversation at the Mayor's Cup a week or so ago. Chase is senior in 2024 season. Played in Nick Sanford's first year as the Titans head coach of this baseball team. Coach Sanford has led the Titans to a postseason appearance in each of his 3 years at Hall, this being his third. Sanford also brought the Titans their first conference title since the 09 season when he was a shortstop. And their first overall title since the CCC moved to a complete conference tournament setup just a few years ago. This is the third tournament this year that saw every division combine into one big tournament. Before it was just a regular season who won the division. Nyman dancing over at first. Shuffling around. Tapping the feed. Now he goes. Stops, parks, and turns as Hanawalt slaps this one foul. So Coach Sanford shows off the signs over at third. Nyman leads off first. Checks his swing. Did he go? He did not. So Hanawalt did not go. And the Rutgers fandom is not too happy about it. Not too thrilled with the call there. Pitcher checks over at first.
Strike.
That'll be a strike in there. Hanawalt thought about going. He laid off, but a strike regardless. A 2-2 count. Hanawalt is 1 for 1 today. Upstairs, 3-2 now, full count.
Full, guys, full.
Staples starter over the half-century mark already, and it's only the third inning, sitting at 54 pitches. Nyman goes, the pitch, a ball, so it doesn't matter anyway as he walks him. And that early 2000s pop funk beat means that Quinn O'Neill will step on in. Quinn, a great hitter. Questionable pizza taste. He likes pineapple on his pizza. As we learned a couple weeks ago, for those that watched the Mayor's Cup and the Get to Know the Titans video, his teammate Matt LeBrecq called it a misdemeanor. As this is swung on, hit really well into that left center field. On the jump, gets it off the wall. And Nyman almost runs his way to third as he thought that almost went out. O'Neill nearly goes deep on the first pitch he sees.
Thank you.
He's got warning track power, and I know O'Neill wanted that one. You know, a couple weeks ago, O'Neill promised me that he was going to hit a home run. He's now seen Nyman do it twice. Hussey nearly go yard at Muzzy. And he really wants that home run. Runners go. The bunt will be foul from Hussey. So everybody will retreat back. They try to pull off the double steal there. Hussey comes in. He's 0 for 1 today. Hussey, a senior captain for the Titans. One of 5 captains they have, all of them seniors. O'Neill, who flew out in his last at-bat, was another. Runners on first and second. The pitch. Ducks out of the way. It gets past the catcher. Both of them will break. And they will move up 90 feet. Nyman now at third. Hanawalt at second. One gone here in the home half of the third. Now the starter for Staples nearing 60 pitches. And it's just the third inning. Ground ball to third. The toss to first is in time for the out. So now 2 are gone here. In steps in Kyle Sharkey, the starter for today's game. It's inside. The Sharkster reached on an error his last time up. He's 0 for 1 today. That's in there for a strike. Reached on air, or ROE is the abbreviated form. One of my mentors, Rob Pendell, calls that caviar because roe is fish eggs. This is swung on, grounded to short. The toss to first is very much in time for the out. So they leave a couple on base. 2-1. The Titans still lead it. We've played 3. We head to the 4th. Back here on WHCI as we get set for the top of the fourth. Nearly halfway through this one already in a close game. Kyle Sharkey back out there on the hill. He gets a strike right there to start it off. Nolan Walters swung on hit into right field. That's going to get out and foul. So a foul ball there. As there's the Blue Rain faithful here doing the roll call. And now they're calling Tommy's name. The roll call, very famous, of course. In Yankees history, it's a very big Yankee tradition, the bleacher creatures as they're known, in right field, and the Blue Rain bringing it to Hall. Grounded to Sharkey. Toss to first is in time for the out. And the roll call, very famous because once they say their name, they chant the name until the player reacts. So you see Matt Panarella there reacting, and that signals them to stop chanting a name. So now they've done the outfield and Matt Panarella. They will do the rest of the infield. They will not do Jamie Olarte or Kyle Sharkey because of obvious reasons. But they'll get the rest of the infield probably shortly, as this is fouled off. And there's Max Hanawal. So they're getting Max Hanawal now as he points to the crowd in right field. It's just a great thing that the Blue Rain has brought here. I'm a Yankees fan, so obviously I love it, but if you love baseball, you love the roll call. Says swung on hit foul. And it finds its way into foul territory. O'Neill gives the tip of the cap. And that's the roll call, folks. So the Blue Rain showed out yesterday. The Blue Rain showing out today. You can always count on a rainy day at Hall High School, even when the sky's blue. Sharkey sets the pitch. This is chopped to Hanawalt. The sidearm toss to first is in time for the out. They'll quickly two gone here. So Schlegel-Milch, the batter who grounded out for the second out. And it'll now bring up the next hitter, the number 4, senior captain, Connor Brill. Brill is 1 for 1 today. A lefty hitter. Here's the pitch. Ripped right to Panarella. Matty P with a nice line-out catch right there. The defense is on target. You see him flashing the leather right before our eyes. 1, 2, 3, go the Wreckers. The Titans up 2-1. Back here on WHCI as we get set for the home half of the fourth. Matt Panarella ended the last half inning. He'll start this one. Looks at a strike there. Bruce Schlegelmilch back out there on the hill. Panarella softly hits this one, but foul. The junior back out there on the mound for McFarland's side. Panarella 0 for 1 today. Looks at a ball. Schlegelmilch at 62 pitches as Panarella fouls this one off. Already in the fourth inning, I'd be hard-pressed to see Staples allow him to throw a complete game. Swung on, hit, popped up. Schlegelmilch is there to make the grab for the out. So quickly one gone here. As that'll bring up Luce Sauer, the right fielder. Junior for the Titans. Sauer, nothing for nothing today. So he reached down base walk his last time up. Looks at a strike there. Thought about going. Did he hold up? He did. Looks at a strike yet again. Now 1-2 to count. You got 2 strikes on him. Nobody on. 1 gone here in a 2-1 ball game. Swing and a miss. Gets him to chase there for the punch out. So quickly 2 gone here. Here in the home fourth as Jamie Alertse will step on in. Alertse, the everyday starting catcher for the Hall Titans. Here's the pitch. In there for a strike. So Schlegelmilch trying to contain these Titans once again. Oh, as that one hit him. Oh, man. And they're going to bring out the trainer. That one hit him in the head. Nick Sanford rushing over to check on him, and now the Titans athletic trainer is coming out too. It looks like he's getting up. They want to be precautious here. Obviously, that's something you never want to see. And the pitcher does not probably feel too good about that. That is always something that a lot of people forget. It's the other side. Is when you never mean to do it, it's something scary that nobody wants to see. Staples coach came out to check on him as well, too. Make sure he was okay. And now the catcher will get up. He'll make his way towards the bench. He does seem to be walking off on his own power. We do hope he's okay. Jamie has been a big part of this Titans team all season long. One of the hardest workers you'll ever see on a baseball diamond. And it's just so tough to see him like this. I'd say the first-year varsity starter, too. And they will put on a pinch runner for Alerte. So Ron Scott will be the pinch runner here for Alerte. A strike there to Gertner. So we're back to the top of the lineup here. Checks over at first. Rowan Scott, a speed threat always. He's no stranger to coming in mid-game. He's coming as pinch runner and a pinch hitter this season on multiple occasions. And he's got great tendencies on the base paths. It's a ball outside to Gert. Check over at Scott on first. Now the pitch. Swing and a miss. Gardner 0 for 2 today. So Gardner asks for some time. It's a 1-2 count. With a runner on first, 2 gone. That's upstairs. Be 2-2 now. So Scott leads off first, 2 gone. And a 2-2 count to Gertner. Scott goes. This one on fouled off the catcher's mask. And Roland Scott will make his way back to first. So a 2-2 count. This is chopped foul as he stays alive in the count. Gardner hitless today, but he's a great contact hitter. He can stretch a single into a double with his speed too. And he's got good speed on the base paths as well in Rowan Scott. That finds its way outside the zone. Make it a full count here in a battle. Well, packed house today. Packed house yesterday as well. Great attendance for this playoff game. Tons of fans showing out. Still room left if you're in around. You want to come show some support for the Titans. Toss to first, nothing doing. Come out and join us on this beautiful day here on this Tuesday afternoon in West Hartford. Schlegelmilch, the pitch. Scott goes. Called third strike. So Staples gets out of it. They leave a runner stranded. 2-1, your Titans lead it through 4. Back here on WHCI, you take a look at Jamie Alerte, who was taken out of the ball game for Rowan Scott in the last half inning. He was hit in the head with a baseball in his last AB, but he's back out there. See, he's got a bandage on his head. This guy is as tough as nails. One of the hardest workers that you'll see on a baseball diamond. He's back out there once again. We're happy to hear and see that he's okay. Fans in between inning on the Hall side clapped it up when they saw his face come out from that dugout. This is grounded to Gertner. Has some trouble, bobbles it, still sticks with it. Toss to first is in time. What a way to stick with it, Josh Gertner. The junior Gertner sticks with it. There's that all defense we talked about earlier. Staples seeing it firsthand. All season long, I've said this is one of the most underrated teams in the state. They are just getting their flowers. Just a couple games ago, when that Monday poll came out on CT Insider and called them one of the best teams in the state, they sit at number 7. But, man, all season long, you got to wonder why they weren't there to begin with. Swung on, sky high into foul territory. Alerte is not there to grab it. Almost grabs it. This team wasn't ranked at all last season, and I think they should have been too. They beat some tough teams last year. They had one of the toughest schedules this season. As Rick Sanford put it, there's no cupcakes on their schedule. Easily one of the hardest in the CCC by far. But still, they pushed through 15 wins on a year where they graduated a lot of their starters last season. That one is high. And through it all, they pushed through, and some might even say it looked like a better team this year than they were last season. Well, it's definitely prepared them for the playoff run. Southington and East Catholic got a big taste of them in the conference tournament. This is popped up again. Foul territory. Alerte is there to make the grab for the out. So Jacobs goes down on a pop out. And Shelton got a taste of them yesterday. Come from Southern Connecticut and lost in a close one. Today, Staples gets to face them. Here's the pitch. It's in there for a strike. Sharkey set. Here's the 0-2. It's low. 1-2 now. Well, it's time to take a look at your out-of-town scoreboard. We take a look at the other side of this bracket where Norwalk is stunning Glastonbury right now. 3-1 your score in the top of the sixth. Norwalk a 14 seed. And Glastonbury, the number 3 overall seed in the Class XXL tournament bracket, are down by 2 as we speak. Whoever wins this game will play one of those two teams on Saturday at 3:30. And Glastonbury, if they can get out of this, would be the host no matter who comes out of this game. And if Hall can win and Norwalk can win, this game would be played here on Saturday. So as it stands right now, it would be the number 6 seeded Hall taking on the number 14 seeded Norwalk. We'll keep you posted on that one as the day progresses. And one's fouled away. Looking at the Southington game, Southington Blue Knights taking on the Hampden Green Dragons. And right now, that game live. And Hampden is upsetting Southington 4-0 in the fourth. Hampden was able to face off against this Titans team twice, but only one of them. That game was stopped the first time due to a rain, lightning, and thunder 3-for-1 special. And a delay here. They played 2 days later. Hampden came out victorious. Southington also faced off against Hall twice, once in the postseason and once in the regular season. Swung on hit into left field. Hussey tracking it down. He's there to make the grab for the out. So they get out of the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors. Through 4.5. Titans up. Back here on WHCI as we take a look at the Titans in their last couple games. They are 19-4 in their last 23 home games, regular and postseason dating back to last year. And they've won 14 of their last 15 overall. Somebody play DJ Khaled. Nobody? Okay. Jeff Nyman, the batter here. The pitch inside. You know, I could have been really mean for those watching on TV, and I could have said Alexa. And then everybody's Alexas would have gone crazy. Swung on, hit really well, right field and deep. It hits off the warning track, bounces off the wall. Nyman is going to park into second with his second double of the afternoon. Mark him 3 for 3 with 2 doubles and a single. You tell Nyman to swing. He says, how high? Now puts a runner in scoring position. Well, we were looking at the out-of-town scoreboard the last half inning, and I should inform everybody that Fairfield Prep is playing Platt, and they are up 12-2 on the Panthers. The number 1 overall team in the state is raking on the other side of the bracket. This is lined foul. Max Sandoval, the batter, he's 1 for 1 today. And we do have a new pitcher in the ball game for Staples. The Wreckers going to the junior, Charles Fitch. The righty junior gives one up into center field. A fly out there. Nyman won't go anywhere. He'll stay at second. And there's an out there. And in steps in Quinn O'Neill, one of the senior captains. O'Neill, a big power bat. He's a power-hitting righty. Shelton actually gave him the Barry Bonds, Alex Rodriguez treatment yesterday and intentionally walked him, gave him the free pass. They did their scouting report on the guy. Looks at a pitch inside. This is grounded to short. The toss to first. He's in time for the out, so quickly 2 are gone here. And steps in Tommy Hussey. So we already have one of the games that started at 3:30 finish. Fairfield Ward, a 1-0 victory over the New Canaan Rams. So the number 4 seed defeats the number 13 seed and is one of the first teams to advance as Nyman breaks for third. He will get there, no throw. So the Mustangs move on. This is chopped to third. Should be routine. And it is. A throw to first is in time for the out. So they leave a runner stranded. 2-1 your score through 5. Titans Baseball is presented by WHCI. Additional games, highlights, and community programming from West Hartford Community Interactive are available through the station's YouTube channel using the handle @WHCI, extending local baseball coverage well beyond the ballpark. Well, just as fast as we come into this inning, we have an out. On a slow chopper back to the pitcher. He flips it in the underhand to Panarella. And quickly, one is gone. Titans holding on to a 1-run lead in the late stages of this one. Kyle Sharkey back out there for yet another inning of work. He's on a really good pace right now, and we could see him go a complete game. Lined up the middle. That's going to be a base knock as he's in there. And one out single for Vega. Give him his first hit of the ball game. So in steps in Mark Kelly. Maybe a pinch hitter actually here. So we will have a pinch runner at first. Mark Kelly, the batter. The pinch runner is number 21, the senior Logan Orr. So the Batter Kelly was hit by the pitch, so now quickly 2 are on for Nolan Walters, the freshman. He's 0 for 2 today. So they're feeling the pressure now. That one is upstairs. Sharkey sets. That one is high. Two on and only one gone here. It's low. It's a 3-0 count here for Walters. Orr on second, Kelly on first. Sharkey sets the pitch. In there for a called strike. Make it 3-1. Sharkey checks over at second. Now the pitch. Upstairs, ball 4. Bases loaded, a massive spot for this Staples team. Take a look at Staples. They're 10-2 in their last couple road games this season. They've won 9 straight. So we have a meeting on the mound. This is one of the teams that could threaten. A Titans team has been successful at home all season long. They're 6-3 in their last 9 overall. So Nick Sanford is going to come out and talk to the crew. And that'll do it for Sharkey. So Sharkey's afternoon is up. And it comes in the 6th. We'll have a new pitcher in the ball game. We'll tell you all about it when we come back. Back here on WHCI, take a look at Matt Labreck, the new pitcher in the ball game. He's a senior, one of the captains of this squad. Labreck, a righty, comes in and relieve Kyle Sharkey. He comes in a big spot. The bases loaded. Only one gone. It's a ground ball, but foul. Labreck, a great pitcher. He's had a great couple outings. In his last few, he shut down one of the best teams in the state in the Southington Blue Knights just a couple games ago in the conference championship game. Labreck, an outfielder, too. He throws right, bats left. He's got a 3-pitch repertoire as he gets a swing and a miss there. His repertoire includes a 4-seam fastball, a 2-seam fastball, and a changeup. Labreck pitched yesterday as well. He was able to complete the save against Shelton. And now he's being asked to come in another save situation. He's one of their best pitchers in big spots like this. This is ripped towards me. And watch out. In foul territory. Up to bat is the starter from today's ball game on the Staples side, and Bruce Schlegelmilch. And he comes in 0 for 2 today. Big spot, 1 out. Pitch from Labreck. That's low. One and two. Labreck is senior this year. He only has 3 pitches, but he has 3 great pitches. He's able to get the swing and miss more often than not on batters. Swung on, hit foul. And that one goes all the way over into the lacrosse practice field. And that one was smoked. Watch out for those listening in attendance. We urge you to watch out. We know the ball's hard to see. This is a ground ball. Gets by the third baseman. They're going to wave the other runner home, and they have taken the lead in the late stages of this one. Take a look at it again. It hugged that third base line, and it was able to bring in 2 runs. How quickly things can change. Now the Wreckers have a 3-2 lead. So Walters is going to be pinch run here. Staples not messing around, a big spot. Single elimination, they're putting in Dean Patel, a sophomore. And he now will be the lead runner. 2 on, 1 out. Connor Brill, the batter, he's 1 for 2 today. That's in there for a strike. Labreck, the pitch. Sails over the catcher's head. They're going to hold Patel at third. It advances both runners into scoring position now. So Staples has taken their first lead of the ball game here, and it comes in the 6th inning. They've trailed up to this point. Now both teams in unprecedented territory. LeBron pitch, little upstairs. Swung on and missed. That's a good pitch there. 2-2. Works his way back into the count. And really, it's all about that mentality. We talked about it all season long. We really have. And it's all about the mental game for both squads here, but especially for the Titans. They're trailing, but only by a run. Still have plenty of time here to catch up. It's all about settling down, taking it one pitch at a time, and the rest will follow. So the infield comes in. Another pitch. Swung is fouled off. Full count, one gone here. See, that infield has come in. They don't want anything getting by them. Ball 4. Bases back to loaded. And out comes out the skipper. So this might do it for Lebrecht, a big spot here. And Lebrecht will be coming out of the game. We'll have some defensive substitutions. We'll tell you everything we can when we get back. Back here on WHCI as we take a look at the new pitcher in the ball game. It'll be Luce Sauer. Luce Sauer, the junior, will come in and the bases loaded. The third pitcher used by Nick Sanford. He relieves Matt Lebrecht, who now moves to the outfield. See Lebrecht there in left field. And where is Hussey, you're wondering? Well, he's in right field. Hussey will move to right. Those defensive substitutions for the Titans. So Staples leads at 3-2 here in the top of the sixth. Swing and a miss. A high heater. So 1-2 with one gone. This is Chase Landgraf, the freshman. Sauer looking for the strikeout. Swing and a miss. He got him. Gets a punch out, a huge one. That is a huge out number 2 for Hall. They'd like to get out of this with the bases loaded without allowing another run. In an ideal world. Jack Jacob with the batter now. The senior swings at the first pitch he sees, lifts it sky high into shallow left field. Gertner there to make the grab for the out. Sauer comes in, gets out of a monster jam. 3-2 though, the Staples Wreckers lead it. Back here on WHCI as we get set for The home half of the sixth. This is swung on. Lifted into right field. That's going to get down. Kyle Sharkey leads it off with a single. And the Blue Rain in the outfield loves it. That's that sweet, sweet sound of Sweet Escape. Means Matt Panarella steps into the box. Well, now they've got some wheels on first. And Sharkey. Throw to first is way late. Lucas Snow, the new pitcher in the ball game for Staples. They put on a southpaw in a big situation here. Throw to first again, very late. Time to take a look at your out-of-town scoreboard yet again. We have some breaking news as the Southington Blue Knights have come all the way back to tie it at 5 apiece in the fifth. This is chopped. Fair. So Panarella will be out. And both crowds getting a little bit rowdy after that play. They're discussing right now what the call should be. And now the home plate umpire will come and talk to Sanford. And now Staples coach McFarland is arguing that he should be tossed, while Matt Panarella was arguing that it was interference and he was blocking the base paths, which you can't do either of those things, though. Can't push somebody to the ground, but you also can't block the base path from the runner. You have to leave a clear open path for the runner to advance. You can tag them on the way, though, or step on the bag for the force, but you can't block the base path. So it looks like the call will just be an out, so Matt Panarella will stay in the game. And I'm sure that's what the umpire was saying. I'm sure the umpire was saying, hey, I know he did something wrong, but your player also did something wrong. So it's kind of one of those two wrongs don't make a right situation. Two wrongs negate the call. Nevertheless, we play baseball. It's in there for a strike. Lou Sauer, the batter now, with one away. Sharkey will stay at second. That one is inside. And the Wreckers fandom does not like the call at all. Folks, I've said it all year. I'll say it again. Don't argue with the ump. It never ends well. Swung on, sky high, shallow right field. The right fielder calling for it. Landgraf is there to make the grab for the second out. Well, that brings up Jamie Alerte. He comes in with 2 gone and a runner on second. It's in there for a strike. Well, this Titans team has scored 128 runs in their last 15 games. A run differential of 93 in the plus side. So if anybody could come back from this, it's this team. We've seen them come from way, way worse. We saw them come back from down 10. We've seen them come back from down 7. Yesterday they came back only down 2. And pitch is a ball. Upstairs yet again. Well, tensions are definitely high at this ballpark, and you figured they would be. Single game elimination, now the second round. This is the first time this century that either of these teams will face each other in the postseason. That's right, you heard that right. This century, the first meeting. No one finds his way upstairs again. And the other thing is they don't face a lot during the regular season either. Since the year 2012, they have only faced off twice in the regular season. The last time they met was in 2022. That was at Staples High School. Swing and a miss. Got him to chase on that one. So a full count to Alerte. There's a runner on second, 2 gone. A big spot. Alerte would love to get on base here. Snow, the pitch. Low, ball 4. Alerte gets on base. And now 2 aboard. Well, we saw the Titans yesterday put together a 2-out rally. We could see it again today. We've seen it before. 2 outs does not scare this Titans team away from a rally. Well, that'll bring up Josh Gardner. He's 0 for 3 today, but he has a chance to make everyone forget about it. Runner goes. This is chopped softly to first. First baseman steps on the bag in time for the out. So they get out of it, leave a couple runners stranded. 3-2, Staples leads it. We've played 6. We head to the 7th. Back here on WHCI, top of the 7th. Lou Sauer back out there again on the hill. And we do have a new first baseman in the game. You see there, Jack Charlo is in the ball game for Matt Panarella. Cicero will be the first to face Sauer in this half inning. Jules is one of the senior captains. Jules has had a great season up to this point, a player of the year in the FCIC. He was an FCIC player of the year. He was also an FCIC all-conference player. He made the first team. And he went 4 for 5 with a grand slam, 6 RBIs in the 9-0 win over Manchester. A monster performance. Today, Cicero is 1 for 3. Low ball 4. So we'll have a visit on the hill. Out comes out the coach. So it'll be Scott LaRock coming out, the Titans pitching coach, to come talk to Lou Sauer. Well, LaRock has been with the Titans for a few seasons now. And he's coming in to talk to Sauer and probably calm him down in a big spot like this. So now Cole Landgraf will step on in. That one's in there for a strike. So the runner leading off first. And Cicero. Landgraf 0 for 3 today. Sauer trying to shut down the Wreckers so they can get back out on the offense in the next half inning. Throw to first, checks on the runner, gets away from Charlo. Runner does not threaten. Charlo grabs it quickly. Runner goes. Throw to second. Not in time. So a runner will move up 90 feet, and it'll be a strike on the batter. But we have more breaking news out of the bracket. Another bracket has been busted. Glastonbury. The Guardians have fallen. They lost to Norwalk 3-1, a pitcher's duel, and the number 3 seed in the tournament is gone. This is swung on, hit really well, deep to right field. And foul. So the number 3 seed in the tournament is out, which means that one of these teams will face Norwalk on Saturday. And at 3:30 start. Norwalk will be the away team no matter who wins this. So it'll either be at Staples Saturday or at Hall Saturday, depending on who wins this game. Glastonbury's gone. They made a nice Cinderella run last year as the number 32 seed. Made it all the way to the championship game, lost 1-0 to South Windsor. And now both teams that were in the championship game last season are gone. That's another walk here. Puts 2 on. Isn't that funny? Just a difference a year makes. Both teams in the championship game of Class XXL last season, gone in the first 2 rounds this season. It's the way baseball is, folks, at the high school level. The rosters turn over greatly. And the Bobcats and the Guardians are gone. And 2 runners on, 1 in scoring position here. Take a look at some other scores out of town. Southington still trails Hamden 7-6 in the top of the 6th. That's a very close game right now. Southington would like to stay in the tournament if they could. They're the number 2 seed. Trumbull has come out victorious over Ridgefield. This is swung on, lifted sky high. Charlo in foul territory, eyes it down, makes the grab for the out. So Trumbull wins against Ridgefield. That was a 6-0 shutout. So the Eagles advance, knocking down the Tigers on their way. Fairfield Prep leading the Panthers 12-2 right now. Middle of the 7th, so that one is close to ending as well. That one is high. Vega the batter. Excuse me, no, now it's Kelly, Mark Kelly. He's 0 for 2 today. Landgraf on first, Cicero on second. Just 1 gone here. It's a ball there. Sauer sets. The pitch is in there for a strike. Sauer checks over at second. Now the pitch. This is in there for a strike. Tossed to first, not in time. So Norwich Free Academy loses 7-3 as well. So we have 2 lower seed upsets already today. Fairfield Ludlow, the 10 seed, upsetting the number 7 seed Norwich Free Academy. And the 14 seed Norwalk upsetting the number 3 seeded Glastonbury. Southington also trailing right now. They're the number 2 overall seed. Meanwhile, the Mustangs of Fairfield Ward and the Trumbull Eagles have advanced. So those are the two higher seeds. Fairfield Prep is set to advance as well. They're up 12-2. This is swung on, lifted into right field. Hussey on the run. They run into each other. And everybody's going to be safe. So it'll actually be Sharkey in right field too now. So Sharkey has moved into right field. Sharkey and Hanwell ran into each other. Hussey is back in left field. Lebrecht comes out of the game. So Hussey's been all over the outfield except for center today. He's been to left and then right and now back to left. Patel, the batter here, swings and misses for a strike. Bases back to loaded. 1 out. It's a 3-2 ball game here in the 7th. Lays off for a ball. The pitch, a little upstairs. So to wrap up our out-of-town scoreboard, Dan Perry is leading Naugatuck 12-4. So the number 24 seed is on the doorsteps of upsetting the number 8 seed. That's your out-of-town scoreboard. We'll come back with some more out-of-town scoreboard in a few moments when we get to see these games advance a little bit more. Of course, the higher seed Staples, or the lower seed Staples, I should say, are up against the higher seed Titans here today. And right now, Staples has a lead by 1 run. But a chance to extend that lead here. Bases are loaded with 1 gone. And a 3-1 count to Patel. It's in there for a strike. So a full count here. Swung on, lifted sky high. Nolan Walters back in the game for Staples, and he's got a full count to him at the plate. Just 1 out here in the 7th. Here's the pitch. Fouled away. Walters stays alive. The junior trying to come up clutch for the Titans here. Cicero at third, Landgraf at second, Kelly at first. Just 1 away. Sauer. The payoff pitch. Inside. Ball 4. He walks home a run. Let's say it actually hit him, but it was ball 4 regardless. And now 2-run lead for Staples. Bruce Schlegelmilch, the batter. Schlegelmilch is 1 for 3 today. So McFarland talking to his batter. Be Snow now batting for Schlegelmilch. Jacob Snow taking his first cuts of the game. Shows bunt. Be a strike. 0-2, 1 away. Swing and a miss. He got him. Sauer gets the punch out. A huge strikeout there. And now 2 gone. Bases still loaded. A 2-run lead for Staples. Sauer trying to get out of this and stop the bleeding. Lane steps in Connor Brill, one of the senior captains for Staples. The pitch. Oh, inside, almost gets him. Has to kind of back out of the way. Brill is 1 for 2 today. Bases loaded, 2 gone here, and a 2-0 count. Here's the pitch. That's in there for a strike. Make it 2-1 now, the count. That's inside. Make it 3-1. Titans looking to come back. They've done it a couple times this season. In the past couple weeks, they trailed by 2 here. They were down 2 yesterday and made a comeback. They were trailing by 7 in the CCC Championship game, came all the way back. And they were trailing by 10 in the Mayor's Cup and came all the way back. Comeback Kings trying to get out of this inning, but they allow yet another via walk. Hey, that's going to bring out the skipper. And Lou Sauer might be it for him. They have a mound visit here. That'll be it for Lou Sauer, so his afternoon's over. We'll come out of the game. Nick Sanford's switching it up. We'll tell you all about it when we come back. Back here on WHCI as Alex Rebors, the new pitcher in the ball game for the Titans, the senior righty, comes in and inherits a bases-loaded situation. The fourth pitcher used for Nick Sanford. And a strike there. So Fairfield Prep beats Platt 12-2. And Naugatuck lost to Danbury. So the Hatters upset, a big upset. They were a 24 seed. So now all that remains in the bracket today is this game and the Southington and Hampden game. We're here in the top of the seventh, the sixth inning for Hampden Southington. Southington has the bases loaded with no outs, and they trail by 1 in a 7-6 ball game. The out-of-town scoreboard here. Landgraf 1 for 3 today. He comes in with bases juiced of Wreckers. With 2 gone. Pitch from Rebors. This is fouled away. So 1-2 that count. We have some. Smells like a cookout, maybe a fire. A controlled fire is what it smells like. I should say. I should have prefaced with that. It smells like a controlled fire somewhere in here. It smells like somebody's gonna have s'mores tonight. So nice cookout weather. Ball there. Rebor is a senior at Hall. He's one of the stronger pitchers that come out of their bullpen. He had a great showing in the Mayor's Cup, and he had a great CCC tournament as well. It's a little high. It's that high heater that he fools a lot of batters with. Didn't fool this one. Not this time. But he does. He gets that swing and miss. He's a big strikeout pitcher. Rebors get set. Here's the pitch. This is fouled away. Looks like Staples trying to do the hit and run here with the runners on second and first running. The runner on third staying put for now. So full count, 2 outs, bases juiced. Big pitch coming up. The payoff pitch. Low in the dirt. So another run is walked in. Make it 6-2. Well, it's a tough stretch for the Titans here. They've brought in 3 runs via the walk. And they're starting to fall into a bigger hole. Soma Shakar, the batter now, pinch hitter. Set a strike. Get 0-2 now. Bases loaded, 2 outs, 0-2 count. Rebors looking to get out of it. Called strike 3, got him. Big strikeout there. They leave the bases stranded. But not before Staples picks up a couple runs. 6-2, they lead it. Last call for the Titans coming your way when we return. Titans baseball is presented by WHCI. From the first pitch through the final out of the season, community involvement helps sustain WHCI's ability to document the moments, traditions, and stories that define local baseball. Well, Jeff Nyman will step in a huge spot. Titans are down but not out, and Nyman's bat is scorching. He's 3 for 3 today. He had 2 hits yesterday. 3 extra base hits. 4 extra base hits. He had a home run yesterday as well. This is fouled away. One and two count to Nyman. Here's the pitch. This is swung on, grounded to first. And the first baseman will step on the bag for the outs. And Nyman's perfect streak of hitting has come to an end. He's now 3 for 4 on the afternoon. Well, that'll bring up Max Hannawalt, the junior. He's 1 for 2 today. Snow trying to close out the Titans. 1-0 to Hannawalt. The pitch. 2-0. Titans trail by 4. Nobody on, 1 out. It's up and in. 3-0. This stage in the ball game, and considering the deficit they're in, I assume Hall is going to take their pitch here. And he is. 4-pitch walk. And that'll bring up Quinn O'Neill. So O'Neill, one of the best hitters on this team. He's got pop, almost went yard earlier in the game. And he's one of the senior captains. Looks at a strike there. O'Neill's bat has cooled off today. He's 0 for 3 on the afternoon. Swings and lifts this one into right field. That's going to be foul. So now 0-2 to the senior. O'Neill started this season as a utility guy. He was a catcher, an outfielder. But since then, he's pretty much been at the hot corner every game. But he's had a pretty incredible season on the offensive front, too. Slowed down as of late, but has the chance to heat up here, as that one is going to be a ball. 1-2. That's low. So O'Neill slowly working his way back into the count. Anawa leading off first. Here's the pitch. Swing and fouled off. Stays alive. The pitch. Called strike 3. He gets O'Neal looking. Tommy Hussey steps in as the Titans season is up to him. The last hope for Hall. They'd like to continue their baseball season if they could somehow get out of it. This is fouled away. Hussey 0 for 3 today. This would be a great time for him to change that. Another one of the senior captains on this squad. Anawa leads off first. 2 outs. This one on fouled away. 1-2. So now Titans down to their last strike. Nick Sanford will come and talk to Hussey. Try to talk him through it. The pitch. It's a ball. Very close call. Two and two count now. 1 on, 2 gone. The pitch. Swung on. This could do it. Right fielder is there to make the grab. And the Wreckers win it. So the Wreckers win it. They will advance to play Norwalk, who defeated Glastonbury today. And that will be a 3:30 game this Saturday. That'll be at Staples High School in Westport. So Norwalk will go and face him. And they upset the number 6 seed Titans, so both higher seeds on this side of the bracket go down. The 3-seeded Glastonbury Guardians go, and the number 6 seed Hall Titans go. And a couple of upsets today. Staples will move on. They're continuing their baseball season at home in Westport Saturday this weekend at 3:30. Folks, thank you for joining us today. You stay tuned for the post-game show here on WHCI, our final post-game show of the season when we return. Back here on WHCI for the final Titans postgame show of the year. The Titans drop a second-round matchup versus Staples as they advance, and will face Norwalk Saturday. That'll be in Westport. Norwalk defeated the number 3 seeded Glastonbury 3-1. One of a couple upsets today. Fairfield Ludlow defeated Norwich Free Academy 7-3. Trumbull and Fairfield Ward advanced, and Danbury knocked off Naugatuck. So a couple of top seeds go down. The number 1 overall seed, Fairfield Prep, still remains as they move on, and Southington is still fighting for their playoff lives as we speak. Facing off against Hamden. Southington has taken the lead. They were down by a few runs and now have a 10-7 lead in the 7th against Hamden. That's your out-of-town scoreboard. Meanwhile, the Titans drop a big one. It was an unfortunate loss for these guys. They worked so hard all season long to get where they are today. They've been playing really well. They did win the conference tournament, and we all had high hopes for them. But ultimately, it wasn't their day today. It was really the last couple innings that got to them. So they lose and officially will be eliminated. Meanwhile, Staples will move on. And they'll play Saturday against Norwalk. 3:30 p.m. start. That'll be in Westport. But I'd just like to say what a great effort, what a great team. I've had the pleasure of covering every home game for these guys, a couple of neutral site games. We went to Muzzy, we went to Fondella, and it's been a heck of a ride. And I've had just so much fun this season, a good group of kids over there in left field right now. The coaching staff, parents, everybody's been so good to me. And I've just had so much fun. And I can't thank anybody on the Hall side enough. Thank you to everybody there for supporting us and helping us out and being so kind. Thank you guys so much. It's been a pleasure to cover Hall Titans baseball this season and last season with you guys as well, for those that were watching last year too. And this is, of course, not the way any of us wanted to go out, but it's been a pleasure to be with you guys for the journey all year long. Titans lose it 6-2. Well, that'll do it for us and the final post-game show of the season. From all of us here at WHCI, Eric Clausen, Charlie Hall, Josh Michelson, David Petrella, and Zach Lawrence. I'd also like to thank Matt Ori for helping out as well throughout the year, and to all of our other guys and gals who have been along with us for this journey. This is Anthony Altamirano saying so long from West Hartford.